Right, Chris, Bruce Orr met with Christopher Steele, as we know. After this meeting, he wrote notes about what they talked about. In one of these notes, he wrote, quote, Steele was very concerned about former FBI Director James Comey's firing, afraid they will be exposed. Chris, exposed for what? What is he talking about?
Well, because it seems as though we have enough facts to be able to say that what happened here is that Steele was hired both by the DNC and by the Clinton campaign through Fusion GPS to compile a fake dossier on Trump, working with the Russians, with at least four individuals who are Russian intelligence were named in the dossier, in order to create a justification for spying on the Trump campaign, which is exactly what they did with the dossier. So at the time, understand that none of this was being used publicly against Trump. It was being peddled to the media in small doses, yes. But really, this started out as an attempt to spy on the Trump campaign.
This is remarkable to me. We have now been following this story for more than 2 years, these allegations from liberals. Isn't this the smoking gun? Doesn't this tell us once and for all that Christopher Steele was biased? If he was doing something that he was afraid would go public, doing something that he was afraid of being exposed for, doesn't that tell us everything that we need to know about this whole investigation?
Yes, if you are a fair observer. And the challenge here, of course, is that we're in a city which is 100 square miles surrounded by reality, as they say. So if you were fair, you would look at the facts now, and you would just have to conclude that the collusion was really on, the collusion with Russia was really on the side of the Hillary Clinton campaign. And by the way, this isn't the only collusion that we know about that Steele was trying to cover up. We know that Hillary Clinton took what is arguably a $2.35 million bribe from the Russians to allow a Russian-linked company to acquire 20% of ongoing U.S. Uranium production. We know that Bill Clinton took a $500,000 payout from a bank that was linked to that same deal, but also was having trouble with investigations from the U.S. that the Hillary Clinton State Department solved. And we know that in Russia's Operation Ghost Stories, as the FBI codenamed it, it was broken up in 2010. 10 spies were trying to get to targets throughout the U.S., including Hillary Clinton, and they were deported before they could be questioned with the urging of the State Department by the FBI.
Right. It's absolutely remarkable when you lay out the actual collusion, the actual meddling that happened, not just in the 2016 election and campaigns, but before that, and how intricately it's tied to the left and the Democrats.